Good morning, everybody. This is Donnie. I'm in an area that I'm going to try to hunt in here. I've been walking around looking. We're at the southernmost end of the property. Due south is right there, is that direction. Now we have Tyndall Air Force Base is southwest of us, or southwest is that direction. But they fly all up here, and then Mariana is, I think that way, or that direction. We're not far from Mariana at all. But certain days of the week, the Air Force Base, they do their flight. I think it's like war simulation. They fly around and act like that they're in combat, and to practice so that if combat does happen, they are prepared. They're ready to go. And so there's been a lot of jets flying today. It's been quite loud, so you'll be hearing that from time to time. I'm not going to be out here long, but if you hear a jet in the background, that's the reason for it. I just wanted to let you guys know. We've got a large amount of deer coming through here. I've got 2 cameras right back there. That limb break, if you heard it, that was right over there. I'm not using the wireless mic today because I almost got over my sinus issue and it came back with a vengeance. I had to stop taking the steroid and the antibiotic when I was going through the blood pressure issues, and I wasn't over it and it relapsed. All right, stand by just one moment and I'll stop. Well, he's going away from us, I think. Jets are loud. I'll keep going. But, anyhow, I'm very stuffy. I'm having to use this mess for my nose, but it's the only way I can breathe. But what I'm doing today is I'm trying to locate a spot to put a ladder stand up to hunt this area. There's a huge deer trail right up there, and it comes in and it crosses them up right over here. And the deer I've been getting on camera over there has been quite significant. We're getting 3 bucks that are mature deer. We're getting several nice racked bucks, big horns on them, but a large portion of them are young deer. They're not babies, but if you guys hear me calling something a baby deer, it's because if he's less than 3 years old, we just call them babies. They're legal deer. They're legal for harvest if you're a hunter, and there's nothing wrong with harvesting those deer. If you're looking to get feed for your family, to get food, the Lord's blessed us with them. But for me personally, we try not to target the younger deer unless we absolutely need the meat, or if there's a family that we're trying to help and they need the meat. If they're in a bad situation, then we'll do what we got to do to get meat to them. I have not hunted back here. This area just gets really weird in here. It feels really weird in the afternoon. Back that direction, about 250 yards or so from me, we do have a ground blind there. And we got a bunch of bears on camera a couple of years ago, and I did not hunt it after that. I've got a fear of bears, and I just don't want nothing to do with them. But the plan in here, what I'm looking at, you can see how it's sort of open, this section. Now when you go this way, it just gets real thick back here. The deer are coming out of this thick stuff. But wintertime, that's when our hunting season falls. Our wind normally comes either out of the west, which is that direction, or out of the north, which is that direction. So you basically want a stand set up to the east or south of the area you want to hunt. This particular location, I can't do that because at the south end down here, that's where we had people coming in and poaching and stealing our cameras. So if I put a tree stand up back there, there's a high chance it'll get stolen. The landowner, the company who owns all the timberland, everything out around us, they have been cabling off the roads and they are prosecuting now. So there shouldn't be near as many people as we've been having. They're cracking down on it. So once they get that nipped in the backside, where we don't have to worry with getting our things stolen, then I'll probably start hunting back here. All right, this area, I came out here yesterday and looked. The deer have been bedding all down up in here during the day. They got a trail that comes through. I don't know if you guys can make out. There's a lot of tracks in the ground in here where they're coming through here. They're flooding through. This trail here, it goes up and it turns and it crosses right over there. It goes across our southern boundary. So I cannot put a stand up in right here because this is an area where they bed down during the heat of the day. But it's open in here. You'd be able to see your game once it comes in. And we got a sort of a pathway right here. Let me walk over here. I haven't went over here yet. And to our sister Jody. Jody, thank you greatly. I absolutely appreciate what you've done. Jody's has really helped me out tremendously here recently. Jody's just a phenomenal human being. That's all there is to it. She's been with us for a long time. I think Jody's been with us pretty much since day one. We first set the channel up. But you guys, my phone issue, it's resolved, but it's not fixed. I had to order the replacement, but it was far cheaper than doing the insurance claim and getting the battery replaced on it. It just came out cheaper up front. And so I'll have to pay for a longer period, but just replacing it with a new phone has dropped my bill by $21 or $22, which is a tremendous help. Thank God. But the replacement is supposed to be here around the 10th. And as soon as I get the replacement phone and get it set up, then I will be able to hopefully be able to edit these trail camera video clips into my videos like I did in the past. I've got some really interesting clips, trail camera clips. And a heads up for you guys, especially those of you that are in the warmer parts of our country. We're approaching winter, fall time, coming into winter. But the snakes are not hibernating. They are out in force. We've been seeing a lot of snakes. My daughter and I, a few days ago, went to check a trail camera, and she said, watch your foot, there's a snake. And I never seen him. I have no idea what that is. Sounded like a bear. I don't know if the mic picked that up. It wasn't real loud. I'm armed. I feel okay. I'm still scared, but I'm armed. But anyhow, I never seen him. And I looked down, and that's when I actually laid eyes on him. All the All the birds are flying out. That's where I heard that sound at. Hope it ain't a bear. But I looked down and it was a coral snake. It was a little one. I'm going to go back this way, you guys. There's another jet. Dad burn it. Nothing's going to come over here. Something in there. Wish a jet wasn't flying over. I could hear better. Maybe a deer coming through. It's not that late. What time is it? It's 11 o'clock right now. 11:08 a.m. Anyhow, the little coral snake, I did take a little video clip of him. They are beautiful snakes, but they are extremely poisonous or venomous. You're going to have a very bad day and a whole lot of them if you get bit by a coral snake. They don't have the fangs like a standard viper has. They have a row of little teeth, and the venom runs down from the gum line, and the teeth, they have to sort of grab you like somewhere like right here where it's thin, and they have to kind of chew. And once them little razor teeth, once they break the layers of the skin, that venom is running down the outside of the tooth, and it gets into the little bite marks, and you're in trouble. You're in a lot of trouble if a coral snake gets you. You don't have a lot of time. You need medical attention immediately. But it's the small ones, they just about can't bite you. And I was just trying to expose them where I could see them better on camera, because they're pretty snakes. We let him go because we don't see that many of them. That was the first one in several years. I was looking at this pine right here, but it's the top of it broke off, and I would hate to be sitting in a ladder stand and that thing fall. That would not be a good day at all. I'm trying to find a tree that I can see. There's one behind it, right there with briars all up it. That would be perfect, but it's leaning. But I think it would probably work and still be able to see all out through here. All these dead limbs going to make it really difficult to get a shot though. So I got a trail camera somewhere back there near the back of the property. It's about 15 yards from the back boundary, and went to check it yesterday, and we've got a fleet of deer coming through there. Now we've got corn out in several different areas right now. We've got bait out, baiting the deer up. Now we stopped putting this coming week, I think it's Friday, the 15th, whatever day that falls on. On the 15th, we will stop putting feed out. There will be no more put out. That way it'll be gone. There won't be any left when opening day gets here on the 25th, because we're not hunting over bait. But right now we got corn out. We got cameras on it so that we can see what type of deer, what caliber deer that we have coming through these different areas, so we know where we need to hunt when season starts. And that camera that's back there at the back end, we've got some mules coming through every night. We're getting anywhere from 40 to 120 pictures a night on that camera and video clips. Well, I went out there and we put some more bait out for them, and it's normally in about 4 or 5 days it's gone, and we got several hundred video clips and pictures. And I went to check it yesterday, and the door on the bottom of the camera, you have to unlock the little door and it swings down, and your controls for the camera right there, and on the underside is the memory card. Well, I went to check that camera and the door at the bottom was open. I got the card out of it and put it in my card reader, and there was 0 pictures or video clips on the camera, and every bit of the corn was gone. The ground was just destroyed from deer activity, and so somebody came in, and I'm guessing Chris and I are thinking that they had a card reader. They're out scouting for hunting areas, and maybe they went to check their cameras. They may have cameras on our property too, and he's seen that camera, and so they checked the card reader, and the camera probably caught them on video. And so to keep from getting in trouble, they deleted my memory card. They put it back. They didn't steal the camera or the card, but everything on it's gone. So I went this morning. I've got a wagon behind the four-wheeler with a ladder in it, and I put another camera up right at 10 foot above that camera, but on a different tree, shining down on it. So if anybody messes with that camera, I'll have them. And the camera mounted, you just about can't see it. It is so well camouflaged. This is a pretty area right here. Wow. Hopefully nobody's coming through here and going to be stealing my things. This is a really nice little area right here. Just looking at this oak, I'm just leaning. It is really pretty. I don't know why I've never been in right here. I definitely have not been in this area. The trail, the road that runs down the center of the property is right over here. I can see the road right through there. I'm 40 yards, maybe 38 to 40 yards. Wow. Maybe this is where we need to set up at. This is a really pretty area. I'm seeing some deer sign in here. Not a lot, but I am seeing tracks. Plenty of cover. Oh, we got a cluster of big oak trees right over there. So we got food source. Oh, that whole tree right there is fat ladder. This one right here that broke off. Let's see, I don't know if it's red. Oh, yeah. That is definitely fat ladder. Jeez. See how red it is in there? Ooh, it smells good. Yeah, this whole tree here is, it's solid. Wow, that's a fine piece of fat ladder there. This might be, we got one more stand we're going to put up somewhere. We're just not sure where we're putting it, but I think I may have an idea now. All of that's fat ladder there. Too bad that tree's leaning so far. Deer have definitely been through here. Leaves are pushed, a lot of tracks in the ground. That's an old rub on this little pine. It's dead. Probably been a couple of years old, but see the big oak trees right there? Big old wide. Oh, there's another group of oaks over there, big ones. I don't know why you can't see that from the road. Yeah, this is a fine spot. This would probably have to be a ground blind location. I don't know if you guys are able to make out the footsteps. There's a lot of traffic through here. A lot of deer traffic. Yeah, they're coming through here for sure. I'm going to mark this spot. It is right beside the road. This would be ideal. Pull my map up. Waiting for it to settle on where I'm at. Okay. Let's mark my location. This is probably going to be a ground blind location, most likely. Okay, got it. There's not enough big trees in here to put a stand on. There's a persimmon right here. I don't see any fruit left on it. Most of them have dropped. We got two big clumps of oak trees over there. I got the wild crab apple, got persimmon. What else do we got in here for them? We got blackjack oaks. There's a live oak, baby live oak. I think this would be a great spot. I love that. You got a long shot right through here. Just about put a ladder stand on this little oak right here. Put a short ladder on it. I believe it'll. Well, I don't know. That thing's leaning. Leaning pretty good. There isn't anything else big enough. Got a good pathway right there, straight to them oaks. Got a pine right there. Let's walk around and look at that. If you guys are out and about, just be on the lookout for snakes. We have been seeing a lot of them lately. Normally you see them during the heat of summer. We just haven't seen, we may have seen, I don't know, maybe 50 snakes during summer. But since it started cooling down, we've seen a ton of them. Far more than normal this time of the year. I think the only tree we got is that one right there. And if I can walk around, let's go look at it again. Got this one right here. Is that tupelo? Bay leaf? That tree's leaning. Jeez. But I'd probably put... Oh, wait a minute. There's a big tree right there. There's a big one right there, but that's... Can't see where them oaks are. Oh, we got tracks all over right here. Yeah, this tree right here. There just isn't any cover on it. I'm gonna walk over here and walk around these oaks. It's really pretty in here. The tracks where deer went right down the path this morning, right here. Okay, there's the one group of oaks right there, right in front of us, and then there's the other group back over there. Just not seeing any trees that we put a stand in and not stand out like a sore thumb. There's another track right there. There's a pine right there, but it's right in the oak. And they're going to be coming through right here. Sure, there's a trail in here somewhere. Got this pine, but yeah, I don't know about that one. It's kind of in the open. You can see that way too. Golly, it is so pretty in here. These oaks don't grow straight. They grow in these little wads like that, but each branch like bows out. You can put a ladder stand on them, but you really got to be finicky about where you connect them at. You can see how all the branches of it are leaning at different angles. Got a pine right here, that one, right in front of us, would probably, well, you wouldn't have much of a shot. Got this, what is that? Oh, that's an oak and a holly growing together. That would be ideal for a short stand. I would love to put a tree stand in that oak, but don't think that's possible. It's a pretty area. I'm going to head out to the road. I'm seeing a lot of acres in the ground. Oh, from the live oak. Right there, that's what they're coming to eat. There's a lot of them. They're green. They shouldn't be green. They're all over the ground. I don't know why they don't normally fall when they're green. Unless squirrels are plucking them, but that's too many. Could be the weather. But I'm going to go out over here. Pretty sure the road's over here, I think. A little open right here. But you can't see nothing. It's a big pine. There's another big one. But you can't really see anywhere. Ooh. I just got a really strange feeling. Look at the road. It feels a little awkward. Oh, the road's right here. I'm right on it. I don't know why I haven't noticed that oak. This deer trail. Yeah, here's the road. Four-wheeler's way down there. Oh, you can kind of see the oak. You can see that right side right there. No, I haven't seen that before. Yeah, you can see it. Jeez, I'm blind. Pass by here all the time and just now seen the oak. I was looking at this oak right here. Oh, the worms have really worked that over. I don't see any acorns in it. Oh, yeah, I do. Yeah, there's acorns in it. Not a lot. There's more up high. I think that's a deer right in there. And then back out. Because that bedding area is pretty close. Bedding area is that way, a little further. Probably 80 yards or so, and it's back up in there. I don't want to mess with them. We got a lot of mamas. Oh, there's the four. I thought I was further back than that. I went in to the left and walked around earlier, but the jets were going non-stop, so I'm probably not going to use any of that footage. You guys hearing that? It stopped now. Sound like something kind of trying to catch up with us right in there. I can't see right here. May have been a deer hopping off. Anyhow, everything should be. I have my phone situation straightened out. Hopefully, it'll be here around the 10th. So I'll say by the 15th, hopefully, That was sounded like a scream. That was back there, way back there. That wasn't close. Get my phone straightened out and get my editor and everything loaded on the new one, and I'll be able to start. Here it goes again. That was like a yeep, like a yip sound, real loud. It's way off at the distance. Sort of like a scream, I guess, just not real long. We hear that often out here, but it hasn't been really close in a few years. We used to hear it like right up by the house, and then it stopped. Before we put the house on it, we used to hear it up very close to where the house is sitting now. Within 100 yards of us is what the way it appeared to be. I don't know if it was that close, but it was really loud. But anyhow, I'm going to head back to the house. Brother Chris and Mark are coming up to help me. We've got to get a little bit of work done out here while the weather's pretty. And after that, I'm not sure what I'm going to do. I may film this afternoon. I've got to go check my blood pressure and take my afternoon pills and all that other garbage. But I love you all. God bless you. Y'all have an amazing afternoon. Be safe in all that you do. Just be alert. Pay attention to what's around you. The world is against us. And it doesn't matter what your religion is, what your political beliefs are. None of that matters. The only thing that matters is that we need to remain on top of the soil. So please just pay attention to what's going on around you. It's not the wildlife or these other things that are out to get us. It's humans. There's a lot of bad people on the planet today, and they have come out of woodwork. But we are their target. So just watch what's going on around you. And if you have a carry conceal, please practice it. Stay armed so you can protect yourself and your family. But I'll see you guys soon. I'll see you down the road. Bye-bye.